Hi, it's Steve from PartSelect. Today we're going to show you how to change the main control board on your front load washer, and it's a really easy job. All we're going to need is a 1/4-inch nut driver, a small flat blade screwdriver, and a utility knife. Let me show you how we do it. Now before we begin this repair, the first thing we'll need to do is to disconnect power to the washer. We're also going to want to pull it away from the wall far enough that we can access the back panel, and as well we'll need to turn off the inlet water supply and remove both the hot and cold fill hoses. Then next we'll remove 3 1/4-inch hex head screws to secure the main top to the cabinet. And then we'll just pull that top back, put a 1/2 inch, and then we can lift it off and set it aside. Now we'll begin by removing this long harness that goes up to the control panel. And there's a little locking tab on the edge there that we'll need to depress. And we can pull that harness off. Now next, it's easier to pull that whole board back and up out of the way where we can get at it easier. And there is a little locking tab that engages the side of the cabinet. So with a flat blade screwdriver, we're just going to go in behind and lift that up and then pull that whole assembly backwards. And that will disengage a couple of tabs that fit into these 2 keyhole slots. Now with the control board housing released and gives us a little easier access to maneuver it around, we're going to remove all of those harness connectors. So use the flat blade screwdriver and just depress those locking tabs just enough to slide the connectors off. Now the connectors in the center have a different type of locking tab, so you can just depress those and then pull the connector away. Now there are also connectors on the side that we'll need to remove as well. So again, just release those tabs. Now with all the connectors released, we can next just release these catches that hold those harnesses in place. So just slide them sideways to unhook the end, and then you can pull the wire harnesses out from beneath them. There are 2, one on one side and one across the bottom. And take note of how those harnesses are routed through those clamps, and then pull them completely free. And then you can remove the old board and discard it. Now the new control board housing has a different peg on them. They're actually a round base on them rather than a flat side as they're on the original, so they won't fit into the keyhole slots without some modification. So we're going to take a utility knife and then just go in under that shoulder and just shave out just a little bit of plastic on both sides. And do that for both of these, and that will allow it to fit into that keyhole slot easily. Now installing the new board, we'll first begin by releasing those 2 clamps, and then we'll pull the harnesses through those to begin with. And once you have those rooted properly, you can pull the harnesses around to their proper spots and then reinstall them. And if you take note, each of those harness connectors has some keyways on one edge of them that will only fit into one spot along the edge of these boards. So it's practically impossible to get them in the wrong spot. Push them in far enough that the locking tab engages. And just verify that all of the connectors are firmly in place and that all of the harnesses are secured. Now that we've got everything tied into place, and we've made sure that we've notched off those round tabs so that they'll slide easier in that keyhole slot, we'll line them up, push the board towards the front of the washer, making sure that the locking tab at the back engages so that it can't come loose. Then we'll take the last harness from the control panel and reinstall that. Make sure it's locked into place. And now we can put the main top back on. So next we'll put the main top back on. We'll line that up with the control panel, slide it forward, make sure it engages those little hooks. Replace the 3 screws on the back. We're now ready to push the washer back into position, reconnect the power, and our repair is complete. I told you it was an easy job. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your repair.